First warrior, David Franco here from GearPop.com. It has been a long time since I've done a Mac Pro upgrade video. Actually, the last time I did one was right before I moved, and that was 5 or 6 months ago, I think. Either way, this is my first upgrade video ever in this house, in my new office, temporary office I should say, my new studio slash office space I want to call it, will be right behind this wall, but it's a whole other series of videos. I hope to start that project sometime in March. But until then, let's just concentrate on today's video, which is an upgrade of 8 gigabytes of RAM. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, good job, Dave. You know how to do math. I'm currently running 5 gigs of RAM. Here's my current RAM setup with the 2 risers I have in my 2006 Mac Pro. So going from 8 to 5 sounds like 13 gigs. It might be 12 gigs. I'm not sure. It depends on how I move around the modules and how I match them. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alright, I have changed angles for the time being. Alright, here's the Mac Pro. Very freaking heavy. And we're going to make it just a little heavier with this RAM. Alright, so let me flip it around first of all without having it going off the desk. That would not be good. Opening the latch in the back, very easy. I love it. And there you go. Wow, it is dusty. Zooming in down here, you can see that these are the 2 riser cards for the Mac Pro. They just pop out of the logic board like so. There you go, we got 4 sticks right there. We'll look at the configuration in a second. And taking out the bottom one, as you can see, we only have 2 out of 4 slots filled. So we will be filling all of these in theory. Here's the first riser. We have crucial memory, 1 gigabyte, 1 gigabyte, and I think these might be 512s, which is pathetic. 512 sticks, guys. 512. Can you believe that? It has been so long since I've upgraded RAM. And these, I'm not sure oh, okay, 1 gig. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gigs of RAM total. So let's take them all out and then reorder them based on how these are going to go. Oh, by the way, I got all this RAM, 8 gigs, for about $79 on Amazon. If you want the link, it is right below for your convenience, as always. It's Nemix RAM or Nemix. I've never used their RAM. I'm assuming it's Nemix. I'm a big fan of Crucial, as you can see, but RAM is RAM, and I'm really not going to be too picky, especially considering the price I got these for. Yeah, let's take these out. And it has been years since I touched the RAM in these sliders. Taking all these modules. They're very warm, by the way, obviously, because the computer was just on like 5 minutes ago. Taking out all the sticks. And I believe you should match them from riser to riser. So I think I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 on each with the 2 modules. Well, the 2 gigabyte modules, I should say, and then figure out the rest depending upon what I have left. And taking off the RAM rubber band. Yes, it is literally held together by a rubber band. Look at that. My dad just checked in the Wawa. Gotta love it. They actually were just over for lunch, so that was fun. All right, so let's take one of these sticks, match it up with the hole on the board, in case you're new to this. It's incredibly easy, guys. Seriously, never, ever be afraid to upgrade your RAM. It is the easiest upgrade you could ever do. See, look at that. You literally just push it in. It could not get simpler. Unless you're opening up a notebook. And even then, most notebook manufacturers do make it easy because it's usually by the battery compartment. So if you have a MacBook Pro, you can flip that thing over and put new RAM in. In theory, anyway. The MacBook Pro with Retina, I believe that thing is like soldered on, which kind of sucks. But that's another story. By the way, yes, I almost... wait, is this lined up right? Yeah, it's lined up. I almost put this one over here, but don't forget, I said that it's better to match them, I believe. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes. I'm not sure if it makes a huge difference. But it doesn't hurt. So there we go. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 gigabytes of RAM. So let's see what we have here. Yes, there's 1 gig. So let's put that in this way. And eventually, when I do get more funds for this sort of project, I will purchase another set of these. So that way I'll have 8 and 8, which would be awesome. 16 gigs of RAM, guys. Imagine that, 16 gigs. 16 gigs is probably even overkill for what I do. But as they say, you can never have too much RAM. Man, these are dusty. Just blowing some dust off that. And this is, actually, I didn't even open these yet because nothing was in there to begin with. So these are slots that are being used for the first time ever. Kind of creating history here. And now for the last 1 gigabyte module, as you can see right there. Putting that in. Bam! So now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I almost miscounting because I thought maybe I wasn't going to get it 12, but wow, it actually worked out. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 gigabytes of RAM, upgrading again from 5 gigs. And I still do have these spare 512 megabyte modules, 2 of them, in case for whatever reason I just need to slap them in. For testing purposes, or if I get some kind of RAM error, it's always good to have extra hardware. All right, so let's pop these babies back in. And yes, as you can hear, my voice is almost back. I'm actually very happy with how it sounds today. So let's put this in. Riser number 2 on the bottom. I'm not sure it matters. I think I just hit the tripod there, did I? I'm not sure. And slider number 1 up top. Boom! It is in. Let's put the door on and see if this thing boots. Getting the door. Seriously, I love my Mac Pro. Oh, and for those wondering, if Apple does release a new Mac Pro this year, chances are very good that I'll just drop a couple grand on it and just get it over with. That's a lot of money for someone like me, but it's definitely an upgrade I will need to do because I'm still not running Mountain Lion because the system does not natively support it. But I am running Lion, and for what it does, I love it. And let's put this thing back without killing myself. Look at all these cables, guys. You see that? And yes, my Hue is here. I will be doing that hopefully tonight or tomorrow, depending upon what I do. Finally, so many freaking cables. Everything is plugged in. Got my 2 RAM modules here just in case I need them one day. Let's boot up the Mac Pro and see what we get, if anything. A very quiet bong, but believe me, it was there. I will be buying a new SSD, by the way, very soon. My 60 gigabyte just isn't cutting anymore. Alright, let's open up about this Mac. 12 gigabytes of RAM. Look at that, guys. You can see that, right? Yeah. 12 gigabytes. Oh my god. My Mac Pro is probably like, thank you so much, David. Thank you. I love you. Well, you know what, Mac Pro? I love you too. Look at that. There you go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who you gonna mess up, you ape? I don't even know what that was. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that, guys. 12 gigabytes of RAM. Again, up from 5. This is going to be sweet. And guys, there you have it. Incredibly easy upgrade. Guys, I'm telling you, if you are worried about upgrading your RAM, don't. It's so freaking easy. I can't stress this enough. It's the easiest thing you could ever do on a computer, besides turning it on. But no, seriously, if you are a 2006 Mac Pro user, this might work on 2007, I'm not sure. But if you are 2006, like myself, again, the Amazon link to this exact RAM is right below. So if you are concerned whether or not looking for the right RAM and whether it'll work with your Mac Pro or not, worry no more. That link is right below. Check it out. And again, I did print this out for reference. Here's my old RAM setup versus my new RAM setup. Again, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically, I have 4 2 gigabyte modules and 4 1 gigabyte modules, equaling to 12 gigs. So I'm very happy with that. Well, this is a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions regarding installing RAM, just post them below and maybe I'll answer those questions, or perhaps a viewer of mine. That's what's great. This is the YouTube community. We can all help each other. And thank you for your continued support, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.